Okay, question 2A. 28% of 300 is 84. So identify the percent. That's the percent. Percent is 28%. The base is the whole thing. So it's always going to be of the whole thing, or the whole object, or the total. So it's always going to be of the base. That's why 300 is the base. And the last thing has to be the amount, right? And if you think about this is percent of base equals to the amount, which is our equation from earlier, right? Amount equals to percent times base. So we are always going to see is the amount. So in this case, the amount is 84. And those are the answers. B. 120 is 30% of 400. So percent is going to be 30%. It's always going to be off the base, so of the total amount. So the base here is 400 and the amount is 120. C. What is 12% of 360? Again, percent is very straightforward. You see this percentage sign already. It's always going to be off the base. So the base is 360. So what is? It means that the amount is x. So the amount we don't know, we can just let that be x. Okay, so the word what in math just means x or y or z, just a variable, a letter that represents the unknown. D. 60 is what percent of 350? So we don't know the percent, so this will be x percent. It's always going to be off the base, so the base is 350 and is the amount, so the amount is 60. E. 18%, so percent is 18% of what number? So we don't know what the base is. The base will be x. Is the amount? So the amount is 72. 18% of what number is 72? F. What percent? So percent we don't know. This will be x percent of 350. So the base is 350 is 70. So it's always is the amount. That's why the amount is 70. G. What percent? So we don't know what the percent is. The percent will be x percent of 40 is always off the base. So the base is 40 is 120. It's always is the amount. That's why the amount is 120. Finally, H. 180 is 200% of what number? So percent is 200% is off what number? So it's always off the base. The base is going to be x. And the amount is 180. And that's it for question 2. I'll see you in question 3.